my video to explain the mind-body stress response and how I use principles of acceptance and commitment therapy to help teach people how to manage their thoughts and feelings. So our mind is very good at noticing threat. In the old days, our ancestors lived in a really dangerous world. One that had big animals, big teeth, lurking around every corner. So if our ancestors didn't have thoughts of, is that a wolf in the bushes? Is that a bear in the cave? Is that person friend or foe? Then they would have got killed. So we've inherited this same don't get killed machine, constantly looking out for anything that might hurt or harm us in any way. So when our brain notices a threat, it gives us an unpleasant emotion. That could be fear, anxiety, stress, anger, all those ones that we don't feel comfortable having. These unpleasant emotions release stress hormones that go throughout our body. This can cause all sorts of sensations and symptoms in our body, such as a high heart rate. Our breathing will also increase, more rapid. Our muscles will get tense. We might even get hot and sweaty. And we'll even notice that our throat might get dry. We have a butterfly feeling in our stomach. And that's the blood moving away from our digestive tract and to our muscles. So what's really happening here is our body's trying to get ready to act. So this can be really confusing. We might be having all of these sensations telling us to act, while people are trying to, with good intention though unhelpful, telling us to just relax. Don't worry about it. It'll be all right. Think positive. So that can be really confusing, because what's happening is you're getting all of these symptoms that feel like anxiety and stress and can be labelled that, but the fight-flight response. So you notice a wolf in the bushes, you get scared, your body releases the stress hormones that gets your body to act, fight or flight. Now these days, our threats are a bit more complicated than a wolf in the bushes. You can still have exactly the same response though. It is completely automatic. It's part of the autonomic nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system. So we get a diagnosis of an illness, we get scared, our body releases stress hormones, we get told we've got anxiety, and then people telling us to relax, and then we have more scary thoughts. So that leads back into the threat, and we get stuck this way. And then we might get to this point that we don't even know how to act, and it becomes fright or freeze. So what I want to do is I want to help activate the parasympathetic nervous system, because we don't want to be stuck in the fight-flight response all the time. So I do this two ways. Focus on your action, and more specifically values-based action, doing things that actually help move our life forward. Or action around doing what we need to do that can reduce the threat. And I also couple that with mindfulness. So noticing where our attention is, being in the present moment, and focusing on one task at a time. So this is why I'm going to get you to do homework tasks such as practicing mindfulness and looking at your values to find out what sort of life you want to be living. Now we know that when we do action that we value mindfully, that's when we're likely to experience a pleasant emotion. Our body then will give us feel-good hormones. neurotransmitters, oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, GABA. So we've got a lot of those, and they feel good, and they are natural painkillers. So this is called the rest and digest. Sounds nice too. This is the parasympathetic nervous system. And while it won't make the threat go away, we're a lot more calmer and centered, that we can think about which actions are going to be helpful, which can then lessen the pain and suffering. So thanks for listening.